Hi, Rod here. I hope you are having a fantastic week. Today, I want to talk about the client journey. Yes, even in BVFLS services, we have one of those things. And when it comes to marketing to leads, selling to prospects, and delivering to clients, you need to know what is the right next best thing for you to be focused on in your client's journey. Because if you want a more profitable practice, you need to know what those client journey steps are and be a Jedi master at all, or certainly most of them. So today, I'm going to give you a diagnostic tool in this video that will show you what to do and why to do it. I've titled this framework the Focus Finder Strategies. And across the top, we have the typical client journey. First, we generate leads. Through our marketing, we make leads aware of who we are and what we do. That's how they become leads. But not all leads are ready to buy just at that moment. And so we need to nurture those leads until such time that they're ready to buy from us. And as you can see, one way to nurture those leads to keep them interested, or even to get them interested so that they stay interested, is to send content to them, newsletters, for example, a podcast, something that will keep them interested during their journey as to whether they decide to buy from you or not. Once they become interested, they may turn into prospects. And the next step is that we need to convert those interested prospects into paying clients. And of course, once they become paying clients, we can deliver our services to them. And then the last step, once we have them as clients, along the lines of a bird in the hand, we look for opportunities to upsell or cross-sell additional services to those clients that we've already won over. Now, up the side, we have a power ranking for each one of those client journey steps. So as you can see at the very bottom, is your power ranking for that step a problem? Is it a weakness? Is it a strength? Or would it even be considered a superpower? Now, based on my experience, here's how I would rank the average BVFLS professional. I would say most lead generation is a weakness. Most of our way of generating leads is through networking events. We're not very proactive on social media platforms like LinkedIn, just as an example. So again, I think this is a weakness for the average BVFLS practitioner. I think nurturing leads, the way that we do it, the way the average person does it, I think is an absolute problem, because most people don't do newsletters. They don't speak at public events. They don't do any kind of podcast or even a video like this to interest leads in becoming prospects. Once the average person does get an interested lead, we're pretty high up on the conversion process. I happen to think that if we get a prospect on the phone and can talk to them about who we are and what we do, we have a pretty high chance of converting them. So I've assigned this a strength ranking here, as long as we are not discounting price in order to convert that prospect into a client. Next, I think amongst most, even the average BVFLS professional, we rank fulfillment, actually delivering the service to the client. I think that's a superpower. As long as we maintain our delivery date, I think a 4 is appropriate for this client journey step. But last, I think retention is down at a 2, maybe even a 1, mostly because we're not really good at retaining clients. What we are good at is retaining referral sources once we get them to be a referral source. So I didn't try and shade anything here like a 1.5 or anything like that. I'm going to give the average practitioner the benefit of the doubt and assign a 2. By the way, you can disagree with my rankings. That's okay. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to illustrate a point, which is, given all of this, if you are wondering what to do next, my advice is that you start with the lowest power ranking that you have, because that's where you need to improve most. And if you're wondering, how do you do that? How do I improve power ranking? Well, I'd say start looking at resources that can help you improve on the soft skills that are involved in each one of these client journey steps. Then start furthest to the left, because that will have a compounding effect on all of the steps that are to the right. For example, the better you are at generating leads, the more leads you'll have to nurture. The more prospects you'll have a chance of selling to, the more services you'll have the opportunity to complete, and the more chances that you'll have to resell or upsell existing clients. That's what I have for you today. I hope it's been useful. If you'd like more help in turning the practice you have into the practice you want, message me with the word journey and we'll work on a plan together.